If you want to know how to make this, it's a brand new feature inside of Canva, and I'm going to show you how it works. Since we're making this for our YouTube videos, we're going to want to go to the Videos tab. Select Video. Now, if you're making this for a regular YouTube video, then you will choose this one that just says Video. If you're wanting to make this for a YouTube Shorts, then you will select the one that says Mobile Video. Let's go to Video. The very first thing we're going to do is set our background with words. Type T on your keyboard to bring up a text. The font that it pulls up may be Canva Sans or it may be something different, but let's go ahead and left mouse click this and drag it to make it larger. Double click and type in your words. For me, I think I'm going to put video reveal. Maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. Do you see how when I'm left clicking the mouse, there are little, it's like a target, a bullseye that pops up. Magenta color lines. This shows me that it's in the center and the middle. That's what I want for this particular animation. But where you put it is completely up to you. If you're having trouble getting it positioned just right, you can click position and align it to the page, middle, center. We're going to come back here in a little bit. You're going to want to find either a picture or a video for this next part. You can find one in the Elements tab, or you can actually upload your own images within Canva as well. This image right here, I actually designed in Dreamlab, which is another one of Canva's new features, and I used a little editing technique with it to get it exactly how I want. But we're not going to use our own image today. We're going to go to Elements to find a video. Search whatever it is that's related to your video. Now, cupcakes aren't related to my channel, but I thought cupcakes would be fun to look up. Cupcakes. This particular trick will work with anything in the Photos tab and anything in the Videos tab. Look and see what we've got. Sometimes just altering a letter, let's take the S off, will give you different results. Ooh, I like that one. I don't know if that was on the first one or not, but I could see a food vlogger or foodie YouTuber using this type of transition in their video. Maybe it says recipe underneath, or maybe it says ingredients underneath, or maybe it says, I don't know what it might say, but you get the idea. To get the side panel to collapse, because I clicked the Elements tab, I need to click this X and close it out. I need to position the video and the words correctly. So I click the words, go to position. We can use the Layers panel and left click and just swap these two. The words are hidden. Take your video and position it how you want on this blank canvas. Ooh, I did not mean to do that. I have my mouse programmed with an undo button, but if you're not lucky like I am and have this mouse, then what you can do is click this little button up here, or that little button will give you the keyboard shortcut. So Control Z or Command Z if you're on a Mac. One thing you may want to do is reduce the length of the video. There are two ways that you can do it. The first way is the way that I tend to do it, and that's to go to the beginning or end of the clip, holding down my mouse button, left clicking and dragging. I'm just going to make it 4.5 seconds. The other way that you can adjust the timing is by clicking the video itself and clicking the little scissors and trim, and you'll be able to left click this and drag it to the part of the video that you want. You could, even if you have Canva Pro, use a highlights feature. Before we work on the colors, I do want to show you a simple little trick. I'm going to left click this mouse and just look and see if there's any color that I want. There actually is, and I see it and I didn't even need to scrub. Do you see how this cupcake is really brown? I want that brown color to be the background color instead of this white. But there's no apply color to page. We're going to take a screenshot. I'm counting on you to know how to do that because I use my Stream Deck. It's programmed for a for the snip tool on Windows. Screenshot, and then I'm going to take and grab just this little section, and then I'm going to paste it, which I do know that's Control V. I want this color right here. We're going to go to position, to the white background, click the background color so that we can scroll down and see that's pretty close. I'm going to take that. If I didn't like that, another option would be to right click, scroll down, and apply colors to page. And what that would do, you can see here, is it would apply the colors to the page. Use my mouse again. Undo. I'm going to go to the same layers panel and choose the words. And go ahead and select text color. That's this one right here. I'm going to scroll down and find a white color in that palette. If I click position, now you're going to notice my bottom layer is this brown layer. Then I've got video reveal, and then I've got the video, and we can get rid of the image at this point so that you can see. I'm going to get rid of the video, what's underneath it. And I like the way that looks. Now it's time to add the something special. Click your video or your photo and click on the word animate. If you have a correct format, you're going to notice some featured transitions: brush, ink, digital spray paint, sketch, gradient. If you want a video on all of them to look at how all of them look and how they might impact this transition, then I'll leave a link to that at the end of the video. For this one, we're going to use sketch. Click on sketch and you get sort of a preview of how it's going to look. You have 4 options and I'm going to show you all 4. Fill is a free option. So if you have a free Canva account, you can use fill. Swipe. It's pretty fast. I'm going to show you what to do if you want to slow it down a little bit, although it may not work as well on video. Scratch. Very quick. And squiggle. I like squiggle a lot. We're going to choose squiggle. The other options you have is whether you want to animate it both, which means that you want it at the beginning of the clip and you want the transition to go away at the end of the clip. On enter means you just want it at the start of the clip, and on exit means you just want it to fade out that way, or squiggle out, as the case may be. We're going to do on enter and squiggle. We can actually just click X, your playhead, left click all the way to the back, and now let's watch it. Video reveal. What if you want that animation to come in a little bit later? What can you do? You're going to go to about where you think that you would like for the animation to start. So you wanted your words to be up there for a little bit, but not too long. If I hover over it and left click, you'll see it says 0.8. Right click and split the page. This is the exact one you saw at the beginning of the video. We're going to take this and delete it. But what happened there? It went from 0.8 to 5. Ooh, how do I fix that? It's real simple. Click the background, click Edit Timing, and put 0.8 and click Enter. Let's see what it looks like if we play it. That's pretty good. Maybe we don't need it that long. Maybe we only want it 0.5 seconds. Let's watch. Nah, that was a little fast. Let's go back to 0.5. Sometimes you just have to play around with it. I think I'm going to slide this in just a little bit and see how that looks. That's great. Share, download. You can download both pages for this. I mentioned earlier, what if you want it faster or slower? Add a page, go to Uploads, upload the file, You just download it, even though I think it's still downloading. It's still downloading. So let's have a conversation while it's downloading. Squiggle was one of the pro options. If you don't have Canva Pro and you want to give it a try, use my link in the description box below. Let's go to Uploads, Upload File, Cupcake Reveal. Here it is. We brought it back into Canva, size it correctly, and guess what? There's a playback button. You can reduce the speed of the video back to 0.25. In the description box, I always leave a link to contact Canva if you have suggestions. Maybe you might want to request being able to speed up a video more than 2 times or slow down a video more than 0.25 times. Just an idea. But let's see what it looks like now. That is exceptionally slow. Here we go. I slowed down the wrong video. Now with that one, you may want to go to trim and trim out the first bit. And maybe trim out the last bit. So that way it's about the same length, and then you can download it again and use it in your video editor. Earlier in this video, I mentioned Dreamlab with that picture I showed. Dreamlab is absolutely a great way to create images for your YouTube videos, for your YouTube community post, and things like that. Watch this next to get the ins and outs of Dreamlab and learn some strategies to make it even better. I cannot believe I filmed 4 videos in 2 days.